Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I should say back. Some of you haven't been here before. Well, okay, welcome to the show. My guest has been on the show before, and I really enjoy having him here because we always have a good time. He is a singer. He's a songwriter. He has a band. He also performs solo. He's just a multi-talented person from New Zealand, my friend, Ryan Neville. Welcome back, Ryan.
Hey there, how's things? And thank you very much for once again for having me on your show. I've been looking forward to this. Just like to say before I start, I don't normally wear glasses. I had a sty in my eye today, so I thought it's the best idea to hide it. So excuse my sunglasses.
All right. Well, we'll excuse you for this time only. So, no,
All right.
I don't know if I should put you on the spot first or go through all of the things you want to talk about first and then put you on the spot at the end.
Let's just do it. So, yep, on the spot's fine.
Okay. What's happening to our song?
Oh, that's really putting me on the spot, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a work in progress. It's being worked on as we speak, I promise.
Okay. All right. So now for your musical career. Now next year you're going on a tour, right? By yourself, like not without the band.
Yes, no, that's something I try and do every year, and it's been a couple of years now. Unfortunately, just things get in the way. So looking forward to heading to the States next year. April was when I'm planning to go. So I'm very much looking forward to that. It's been a wee bit too long since I was last there. It's one of my favourite places to go. Got a lot of friends and that over there. So yeah, head away in April. I'm only going for about 4 weeks. I'm hoping to push that out a little. But I'm catching up with a good friend of mine, and I have a band over there and a lot of gear. So luckily for me, I can just fly over and jump straight in, which is great.
Very nice. But you are aware that I live in Canada, right? Not in the US.
I know. So we're talking last time, I think, is you're close. So that means it'd be nice to see if I could get up to see you.
Oh, that would be so tremendous. Absolutely. Yeah. That would be fun for sure. And I think the idea of if that ever happened, doing a live interview, like in-person interview, that would
I'd love to.
So tremendous, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, okay, so next year is your tour. And now in 2024, which is also next year, there's going to be you're releasing a 10th album?
Yes, so it was supposed to happen this year, but of course we've just been spending a wee more time on other things. It's been a busy year, a great year, but a busy year. So yeah, releasing album number 10, which we're very proud to say that we're doing. So it's in pre-production at the moment, and so there's a couple of songs. Most songs are written. It's just going to take a wee bit over Christmas to flesh those out, get them recorded down, and of course we'll probably be mixing and mastering around April before I go, and it'll be ready to release, I'm hoping, late April.
Now, is that with the band or just yourself?
So it's been, to be honest, it's been a bit of a mixture. So I've written probably 5 of those, and the band perform a lot of those on stage with me, but I've written and recorded half of those on my own, and the other half have been with the band. So this album coming out will be kind of a mixture, actually, which will be the first time. So 10 songs has been released. The Mother Road that we recently released is going to be on number 10. And so they would have written and performed on about half of those songs, which would be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Now remind everybody the name of your band.
So Ryan Neville and the Midnight Blues Band. So yeah, so we've been together for about 5 or 6 years now, and so it's yeah, and we're still going strong.
That's nice. That's really nice to hear. It's really good because I know performers need to perform. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, so, actually, there's a bit of a downturn for a time there where most of us couldn't. So that was a good period of time, though, to kind of write and record. So you kind of try and replace that, but you can't beat performing live, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. Now, let's see what's happening. MXPro, record label relationship. What is MXPro?
So MXPro is our record label with York, who runs the record label. He's a good friend of mine. We've gotten on for years. He's an amazing guitarist in his own right. And yes, we've been proud to be with MXPro for about 3 years now. So we're still on their record label, and our 10th album will be released through them as well.
Yeah. Okay, great. That's really great. You have a collection of musical videos to be released as well, right? To be released.
Yeah, again, it's looking like, as I say these words, I think next year is going to be a a full-on one as well, which is great. But so yes, we'll be releasing a collection of videos. We've kind of we've just recently released one for the Mother Road, and of course we've got quite a few that we have been sitting on for a wee while. So we're looking forward to finishing those up and releasing them as a bit of a bonus disc and things like that. Yeah, so we tend to record more than we do video. It's just getting people together to video, and there's a lot that goes into time and things like that to put video. Yeah, so it'll be happening sort of mid next year, which will be lovely.
But what I don't understand is how you're going to have time to work on our song, which is going to be like one of these one-hit wonders. Like, you know, I was telling your singer, Angie.
Yes.
Or Angela?
Angie.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, you know, that song Fish Heads, you know, Fish Heads, roly-poly, or Cows with Guns. It was popular for a while, and then you just don't hear about it again, right?
I know. So our song could be a massive hit, right? So the most important thing is that song. So I'm getting on that one first. That gets released first.
Because I've told my kids, they know this, like when I die, if you're going to do a celebration of life or whatever, I don't want to hear Amazing Grace.
Right.
I don't care how dead I am. You can play, well, I was going to be Fish Heads. I thought that would be fun. But if we do this song, well, not we, I just came up with the name. Then they could play that at my memorial.
Maybe I send it to you. You can find a studio over there, and you can go on and record the singing on it.
The what?
So I was thinking, if I record the music and send it to you, you could practice it up, and we could get together and play it live, or you could record it.
You do know I can't sing.
It'll be fine.
I'm seriously. You know, when we were kids in school, we'd have the nuns would have us sing, and they used to come to me and say, "Just move your mouth." That's so
funny.
Anyway, it sounds great. You have so much going for 2024, which I think is really, really awesome, right? That's what bands want to do. You want to get or solo performers, whatever it is, you want to get your stuff out there, right?
Yeah. I just, for me, it's become something I've done for so long. It's kind of that I'm just so used to that process. I'm enjoying having a wee bit of break over Christmas. And then, but in saying that, it's hard for me to relax. So I'm sort of already prepping next year. So I love, like, you know, most of us having something to look forward to. I tend to sort of work on too many things at one time. And, you know, if I have a list of 10 things and get 5 done, great. That's a win. But I like to prep more than what I need to do. But yeah.
For sure. Are you booked for New Year's?
No, so we have a break right through to about January the 15th, and then we start into the year from there. So I like, you know, the band's having time with family and things like that, and I am too. So so I try and give everyone a bit of a rest, because we go pretty hard out during the year. So nice to this time. So funny, because Ange texted me the other day just saying, "Look, I'm getting withdrawal symptoms." I said, "We've only finished for 1 week. So we've got 4 more weeks of relaxing time," is what I said to her.
It's kind of interesting, you know, because, you know, I do my interviews, right? And sometimes it goes like the way I book it. People sometimes have to cancel, reschedule. And if it's like 3 days in a row without doing an interview, again, I feel like, withdrawal, you know. I should be interviewing somebody.
I know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Because it's something that obviously you enjoy and something you've always done. So it does feel sit and go, what am I supposed to do now? Hard to fill in when you're used to being busy.
And I mean, it's not that there's other things to do. I mean, it's always, I think, like you know this, there's always other things we can do. But yes. What you love doing.
Absolutely. And that's such a good feeling, is it, to be able to do what you enjoy. So absolutely.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So now tell me about the, let's get back to the sorry, I'm scrolling down here. Okay, so the album, the 10th album. So how many songs are going to be on that album?
So I generally aim for 10 songs. It's just one of those things that I have set myself that goal to kind of do. There's always rules these days of not releasing an album, so the songs will come out as individual songs, but I always aim to do 10. I don't know why I've been asked before. It's just a number that I've always enjoyed. I guess it's been a child and enjoying records that generally had 10 songs on it, and tapes and things like that. So yes, it'll come out with 10 songs on it, and a couple of bonus tracks and things like that.
Right. So I'm going to ask some questions that I know, but since it's been a little while, do you perform your own music, or do you ever do other people's music?
So we like to do a bit of both. So we have about 30 songs. We do a 3-hour show, and basically what we do is we cover about 12 to 13 of our own songs, and the others are covers. But in saying that, we tend to cover them the way we play them, which is just wonderful. It's lovely to be able to kind of take a song that was written, say, in the 60s and or even in the 50s, and be able to kind of turn it into our own. Every band has their own sound, of course. So what I love, instead of giving strict instructions to the band and saying, I want it to sound like this, I just say, put your feel and the way you would play it, and it always turns out great. So we have our own versions, let's call them, of other people's songs.
Yeah, very nice. Now, I know that Angie doesn't live that close to you, so how do you go about the rehearsals?
Yeah, so it does get a wee bit tricky. Getting anyone to, or a group of people, or a team of people, or a band of people together at times can be tricky. Everyone's busy and have lives and things, of course. So a few of us live in town here, so we're sort of a bit more central, and Angie's about an hour's drive from where we are. So fortunately, she is awesome. She, is more happy to come to practices, which helps. Yeah. So therefore, we try and get together about once every three weeks. I would like it every week, but it doesn't happen. So we just make do when we get Angie in, and it's about every 3 weeks we get together.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that some people have families and other jobs other than music, so you have to fit everything in, right?
Right, I know it's tough, isn't it? Everyone seems to be incredibly busy, which is great. It's nice to be busy, and we are fortunate enough that everyone's very good at keeping up their own practices and things like that, and we perform quite often as well, so it keeps us in shape too, which is good.
Right, yeah. Now you have a website?
Yep, so ryannevilleshowband.co.nz.
Okay, so people can reach you there. They can also find you on Facebook, of course. You're always there, right? Well, always there, but
Instagram. So we're on Instagram. We're on. There's so many. I've got to start recalling them. So we have a younger crew member who nicely has got us on TikTok of late. I haven't quite got my head around how that works yet. I know everyone else does. I'm the last person on the planet to have kind of looked at it. Yeah. So we are now apparently on TikTok as of about a week ago. So Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter even, and our own website. Yep.
Yeah, that's really good. I think it's great. You have to have all of these platforms where people can find whatever it is you're doing, right?
Yeah, it keeps us busy, doesn't it? It's almost a full-time job. It's
some young girls said, somebody I met whose daughter said, I can get you on TikTok. And it's like, well, I haven't heard from her, so whatever. I've got enough. People make suggestions to me. Oh, you could do this, to get more viewership and whatever. Like, are you kidding? I'm lucky I can do what I can do.
That's right.
Feel free to do it for me.
That's it, isn't it? Which I would love to be able to afford to have someone to do that job for us, because certainly it's like everything, is you like to focus on what you do best and what you enjoy, and it'd be nice to have some team of people doing the work behind the scenes. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Would be like people say to me, "Oh, you're going to edit that out, eh?" And I said, "Sorry, but no. What you say is staying on it, because I don't edit."
That's right. But it's live, it's real, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the way, in my opinion, that's the way this type of thing should be. I'm not like Ellen DeGeneres or any of these big name people, right? So I can't afford, all of their fancy stuff and employees, whatever. I mean, it would be nice, I suppose, but then but that's more pressure.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're performing at that point rather than just enjoying the nice, talk with the person, isn't it? So this is lovely. It's real, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I just want to remind the audience that song called Fish Heads. No, sorry. Spider Farts. Look for Spider Farts in the future, because it's going to be big. So you better buy a copy here.
Going to be big. You're right. And you know what? It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on Twitter, and now even on TikTok.
Oh, there you go. So that's so cool. I think we covered everything, though, Ryan, that you wanted to cover.
Thank you. I've been watching you post your biscuits online, so I was going to ask you whether you have any left.
Say that again. My what?
You had cooked and baked, I should say. You'd baked biscuits and
Oh,
nice
cupcakes.
and cupcakes. That's right. It was too.
Yeah.
Is there any left?
Yeah, I just I do them. There's somebody here in Chilliwack started what's called Chilliwack Free Store, and it's for some people that can't afford a lot to buy groceries. You know, a lot of people are struggling, right? So
Lovely.
once a week they get a food basket, and normally that's like non-perishable, but there's bread and fruits and vegetables. So I
Lovely.
thought, what if I make some cupcakes? And so now I do that once a week. Give them a dozen or 2 dozen cupcakes, and they like them.
Well, that is fantastic. That's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is nice. It feels good, you know, and then I just like to try different things. So some I put a little bit of bacon, assimilated bacon, because you never know who eats bacon and who isn't. You know, somebody's religious person that doesn't, the religion might forbid them. Simulated
Yes.
bacons on some of them, and there's syrups. You can get chocolate syrup or strawberry syrup, and just have fun with it, because that's so cool. That's what I like to do.
It's wonderful.
And I'm not the best. I'm not the fanciest decorator, but they're all going to be eaten anyway. So what difference does it make?
Right, but as I see that they looked amazing.
Thank you. Well, if you ever get to come to Chilliwack, I'll make you
All right.
24.
Thank you. Oh, 24. All right. I'll make that I turn up and see you then.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anyway, to the audience, thank you again so much for watching. You've been listening to Ryan Neville, and again, I'm going to post his website so you can look him up, find his music, and if you're in the U.S., he's going to be starting in April. He's going to be touring. He'll probably post the cities at some point, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, and if I see that, if you put it on my timeline, then I will definitely share it. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching the show. Take care and peace out.